Good morning. Welcome home to Unity of Arlington. I'm so glad to see everybody this morning. We want to get things started first by turning on the dove.
Turn on the dove. Better.
Yay. And now with a little bit of music, please join us. Bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now, right now. You may want to stand for this next one and, get some energy going, or you can stay seated, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. This is your dance solo. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. Good morning once again. I am Steve Morris. I am happy and honored to be your worship leader this morning. As we begin, let us remember that this is a day that God has made, and we should rejoice and be glad in it. And we got some extra special rejoicing today. Yay! Because we have our founders of Unity of Arlington here celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary, Keith and Marie. I don't want to say anything except that some of us aren't even 70 yet. So that's pretty darn amazing. And some of us are. And that's what makes us wonderful and unique, that we're very diverse. I'm looking, where's our, there, Madam President, yes. At our 50th, and you guys probably remember the 50th anniversary of the church, celebrating that earlier this past year, we all filled out some cards and some memory cards and some thank you cards for Keith and Marie, and that was compiled by Teresa into a lovely book, and our president, Caroline, would like to give that to you at this time. And now I think we should sing happy anniversary to them. And for those of you that are concerned that you don't know happy anniversary, it's happy birthday, except you say happy anniversary. And we do a little bit slower, a little bit sweeter, and without the woo in the middle. Okay? Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, Keith and Marie. Happy anniversary to you. We're all very excited to celebrate with you. After the service, we've got a cake. If everyone will let Keith and Marie get to the cake first, because I know how we are. I've already taken the lid off it, looked at it, tasted some of the frosting. No, I did not. I did not, but I was tempted because it's really cute. But if we'll let them get up to the cake and cut it, they'll do the first slicing for us, and then there'll be plenty for everyone. So we're excited. We're so happy that you're here. So happy to get to see you guys. I would like to also welcome all of our first-time visitors that are here, and we hope that you find Unity of Arlington to be a place that is filled with love and joy and insightful, useful spiritual teachings. Our goal is to have some fun while we make meaningful connections with one another. And we hope that you find Unity of Arlington to be a beautifully diverse and intentionally inclusive spiritual community devoted to the teachings of Jesus and other great spiritual masters. Here we like to love God, love each other, and create more unity by being love in action. If you are here for the first time, please let our ushers know because they can give you an information packet that'll help us serve you better. If you're online for the very first time, you can go to unityofarlington.org, click on the sign up button, fill that out, and that'll also help us to meet your needs. And throughout the service today, I invite everyone to open your hearts, open your minds, and remain open to the call of Spirit. You heard us, the song that we just sang, We Come Together, was written by the wonderful Eddie Watkins Jr. He will be with us next Sunday. Yay! So he's going to be doing the music and the message. And then at 3 o'clock at Theater Arlington, he will do a concert of a lot of his music, as well as a bunch of Motown music. And so we're excited about that. He switched over kind of in 2007 from doing other types of music, all types of music, and started pouring out all of this, what he calls new thought, ancient wisdom music. And to this date, he's written and produced and recorded 7 spiritual CDs. I'm sure those will all be there and available to you if you want one. And then again, some folks that he's recorded with. We talked about this last week, and I watched everybody's jaw drop because it's pretty impressive. But Marvin Gaye, Barbra Streisand, Quincy Jones, James Brown, Santana, Cher, Diana Ross, Herbie Hancock, Patti LaBelle, the Pointer Sisters, Peter Frampton, the Temptations. Look him up. It's pretty impressive. It's amazing because that's a fraction of the list of the people that he's played bass for. He'll be playing bass and piano for the concert, so we're excited to have him here. Next, our song leaders are going to come back. We're going to sing our welcome song, My Soul is Welcome Here. In the middle of that, it's our time to greet one another. If you're online, please let us know where you're coming in from. Say hi online. If you're here, high fives, handshakes, hugs are all welcome. Just make sure you're doing what's most comfortable for you and the other person. Let's sing. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Feel free to greet one another at this time.
Dance break.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Please take your souls back to your seats at this time.
Buenos días. Mi nombre es Josie Díaz y les voy a leer la palabra para el día de hoy. La palabra para el día de hoy, 13 de julio del 2025, es valor. Dios es la fuente de mi valentía. Puede que, ante ciertos desafíos, dude de mi capacidad para afrontarlos o sienta que la situación es demasiado para mí. En esos momentos, recuerdo que soy un ser divino y que el valor que necesito ya está en mí. La forma en que me percibo influye en cómo afronto el estrés. Si me digo que soy débil o incapaz, probablemente lo experimente así. Pero al afirmar que Dios es mi fuente de la fortaleza, me descubro valiente, fuerte y firme. Si el temor o la soledad intentan apoderarse de mí, acudo a la presencia y el poder divino que habita en mi interior. Reconozco que nunca estoy solo y que no hay nada que temer. En esta verdad sagrada encuentro mi valentía. De las Sagradas Escrituras, escucha lo que te mando, esfuérzate y sé valiente, no temas ni desmayes, que yo soy el Señor tu Dios y estaré por donde quiera que vayas. Josué 1:9. Buenos días.
Good morning. I'm Shirley Cobb, and I'm honored and happy to be your platform leader this morning. Thank you, Josie, for sharing the daily word in Spanish. The daily word for Sunday, July 13th, is courage. Our affirmation is, God within me is the source of my courage. Worrisome and challenging events may leave me thinking I don't have the courage to face them. What I'm going through may feel like too much to bear. Then I remind myself that as a divine being, I have all the courage I could ever need. How I view myself has a strong bearing on how I handle the moments of stress. If I tell myself I'm weak or unable to cope, that will probably be my experience. But if I affirm that God within is my power to rise above any worldly situation, I feel courageous, empowered, and strong. Stressful moments may leave me feeling alone and afraid. With the presence and power of God within me, I realize I am never alone and need not fear. This is the source of my courage. Our scripture today comes from Joshua 1, verse 9. I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Please join me in saying our affirmation together. God is within the source of my courage, and so it is. At this time, I'd like to ask our prayer chaplain, Naora Horton, to come forward. I'd also like to acknowledge Jose Ortiz, who is the keeper of the flame for today's service. We light the Christ candle as a symbol to remind us all of the Christ presence, the divine light within us all. We are the light of the world, and we are meant to shine. Naora will be stationed at the front of the sanctuary after service to offer one-on-one prayer support. Please know that everything shared with your prayer chaplain is confidential. Our chaplains are here to serve you and would love to pray with you. If you have a request for prayer, you can also go to our website at unityofarlington.org. There is a prayer request button on the middle of the page. All you have to do is fill it out and submit it. It could be a request or a celebration. And if you are here with us, we invite you to fill out a prayer request and place it in our prayer chest. Our prayer chaplains will pray over these requests, then send them to Silent Unity, where they are held in prayer for 30 days. And now, please join me in saying our opening prayer. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good. And so it is.
I'm not going to take a long time this morning introducing our guest speaker, or I should say speaker, or our guest musician, which is just a musician, because they're both our family and they're here all the time, and the shorter my introduction, the sooner we get to the cake. So we're very excited that Reverend Lari is here to speak again and to have our wonderful Lois sing for us.
Short and sweet, just the way we like it.
Your wagon to a star. You're gonna reach no matter where you are. Hitch your wagon to a golden star. Never too late to make your mark. Don't be afraid to raise that bar. Hitch your wagon to a star. Music City bound. Just another face in the crowd. Don't wanna end up in the lost and found. You need to hear me shout out loud. Now make myself proud. Along the way, I never thought that it would be this hard.
chose this title. Then I saw somewhere the power word was understanding. I went, oh, well, okay. And then I just hear you say the word for the day is courage. So what am I supposed to talk about today? I don't know. Love. Okay, the same old thing, right? Okay. Well, it takes courage and understanding to use your imagination. There you go. Okay. All right. So anyway, I Googled the definitions for imagination and understanding. Forgot I didn't know about courage, so I didn't do that. Imagination is the act or power of forming a mental image of something not present to the senses or never before wholly perceived in reality. These experiences can be recreations of past experiences, such as vivid memories with imagined changes, or completely invented and possibly fantastic scenes. It's the ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful. Understanding is the ability to understand something, duh. Comprehension, the power of abstract thought, intellect, an individual's perception or judgment of a situation, having insight or good judgment. So today, we're celebrating 70 years of marriage of Marie and Keith. They had great imagination and much understanding to move into a marriage and know that and have that understanding and a pure imagination to know that this was the right thing. And obviously, it was. Now, they also had the pure imagination to start a study group of New Thought, Unity Thinking, and where they were supported by Dr. Donald Curtis from the Unity Church of Dallas. So they had in there, and they had a vision to look toward, this is what this could be, but let's just get a group of people together in our living room and start talking this stuff, and we'll see what happens, because we see it can be something greater. Now, this happened in 1974, am I correct? 1974? Yeah, oh, well, that's 50 years. Right after the Vietnam War. And after the Vietnam War, our nation was kind of divided, right? My husband flew in the Vietnam War, and when he came home, there was no big welcome. There was no, hey, thank you for serving our country. It was just kind of like, thank God it's over. And so we needed to come together, and I believe that Keith and Marie thought this might be a way for people to come together and speak truth and know the truth and see this nation coming back as one, because that's what we teach. We're one people, one nation. So they understood. They could not have created this vision without the understanding that they had the power to do this. They had the intellect, they had the courage, they had the wisdom to know how to do this. And they just stepped out on faith. And we have a tendency not to step out on faith. We question it, don't we? It's like, oh, no, what's going to happen? Maybe they said, what if nobody comes? But I doubt it, because people came. So when you begin to say, what if it doesn't work? Then you're planting that seed in the mind of God. It ain't gonna work. As soon as you have your doubts, that is affirmed for you, is it not? I mean, everything that we plant in the mind of God, God says, yes, you got it, you got it, you got it. If you really believe it, you got it, you've got it. So if I believe I'm not gonna make it, if I believe I'm gonna hitch my wagon to a sloth, can you imagine? But if I believe that, it's just not gonna go anywhere, it's not gonna go anywhere. But if I believe that I can do this, I have the power, I have the wisdom, and I know how to listen for guidance to do this, I can do it. Yeah, amen, all right. So, well, sometimes though, when you start this process, if am I gonna do it, I don't know. So I've got a lot of comparisons. When sometimes we set ourselves up, what if I fail? What if I fail? People who set their bar high and think higher are more apt to fail than people who just crawl along with the sloth, right? If I just go where I'm comfortable, I'm never going to get any higher. But if I think about a higher aim, I may have to fall. It's like one of the examples I saw was pole vaulting. You know, there's the pole vaulter that says, I can pole vault 6, 7 feet, and he won't try anything higher. But the guy that says, I can make it 7'1", next time I'm going to make it 7'2", he's going to fall. He's going to fall a few times. But by darn, he's going to make that jump, is he not? Because he knows he can. Wherever you are, the song says, wherever I am, I can make it. I can do it. I can do it from there. There's so many possibilities for me, and yet there's so much in my stinking thinking that might keep me from doing that. It's you know, this thing called the comfort zone, it's really comfortable there, isn't it? I don't have to do anything that stresses me, and I know that I'm comfortable, and I've always done it this way, and it's always worked, so I'm gonna just stay here. And you are bored to death, right? You want more excitement in your life, but you're scared to death. What do I do? What will people think? What will people think if I do that? It doesn't matter. What you think of me is none of my business, right? None of my business. So as I began to look at metaphors for how we're held in place, one of the first things I came across was the elephants. Ever been to a circus? You see the elephants over there, they've got this little bitty chain rope on their foot, tied to a stake. And you think, holy moly, you know, if that guy wants to go, that's not going to hold him there. Yes, it is. You know why? You probably heard the story. Baby elephants have a little chain that size tied to a rope, tied to a stake, and they can't move it. They're not strong enough to move it. And so they stay in their little area. As they grow up, they think that's as far as they can go. So as long as they're tied to that stake, they can't go any farther. Isn't that amazing? A huge animal like that. Now, if somebody whispered in his ear and said, you know, you don't have to stay there. And then I just read this morning about fleas. Scientists did a test that fleas can jump 3 times their height in the air. So they put them in bottles where they could only jump a short distance and kept them in those bottles for a period of time. When they let them out of the bottle, guess what? Yeah, they couldn't jump any higher than the bottle went. So we place our own restrictions on us. We don't have scientists that are keeping restrictions on us, people. We have ourselves that are we're putting ourselves in the jar. We're tying our foot to the stake when we think we can't go any farther. We know that we can. When we understand how this thing works, when we understand that there is something within us, we have this thing, call it God, call it spirit, call it intuition, call it whatever you want to call it, but it's there because you were born with it. You were born with the power, the wisdom, the strength, the intellect, the courage, all those God words. You were born with that within you. You don't have to go find it. You don't have to look for it out there. It's not out there. It's in here. You have to work from the inside out. And we tend to work from the outside in. When I get that car, when I buy that dress, when I get my hair colored, oh, don't do that. Whenever, then I'm going to blah, 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 right? If and when. And you can't live in the if and whens. You got to live in the, I'm going to do that. And you have to see it as a possibility. You have to see it as a possibility. And you have to change the environment around you. You heard the story of the potato, the egg, and the coffee beans? You heard that story? You know, kind of dumb, but it works. A father was telling to his daughter, because she was discouraged and her life wasn't going the way she wanted it to. And so he had 3 pots of boiling water. And he put the potato in one, and the egg in one, and the coffee beans in the other. And as the water boiled, pulled out the potato became softer. The egg became harder, but the coffee beans made something new out of the water. Now, do we want to make things to where they just don't work, or to where they're so easy I don't have to do any work, or do we want to make a big change in our lives? That's the metaphor here. So be a coffee bean. Change the water. Change what you're seeing. We have to reach high for our possibilities, and we have to understand. We have to understand that God is doing this through us and as us. We have to have faith. When I think about things where you leap and step out on faith, I think of what's his name? Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, the leap of faith. Anybody see that? Where he comes to this great, hey, Becky and Diane, hi. Welcome back. What a nice surprise. Yay. For those of you online, I'm not hallucinating, but Becky and Diane have returned from their trip. They came back to celebrate the anniversary. Yay, good for them. Okay, so where were we? Indiana Jones. He comes to this big, huge cavern where if you step, you're not going across there. And his little manual that he's following says, leap of faith. You have to step out. You have to step out. Can you imagine that? I mean, you got to get over there, and there's this gaping canyon between you. But he says, okay. And he puts out a foot, and, have you seen the movie? A bridge appears, and he walks across it. So then I saw all the people that Googled about that. Well, it was just an illusion, and the light wasn't right. He couldn't see it, blah, blah, blah. It was a leap of faith. So, if I want to, God's either going to give you wings or he's going to give you something to step on, right? If you step out on your leap of faith, there will be a way to do it. But you have to trust it, and you have to understand that God can do it. When I don't know how, God does. Because remember, my dear friends, everything that you can possibly think of has already been created in the mind of God. It's already created, or you couldn't think of it. That's the way consciousness works. There's all this stuff in the conscious soup out there. And so somebody says, I think of a Nobel Prize or whatever, I think of that. And then somebody over in Australia thinks of the same thing at the same time. Boop. Now we have it. It becomes manifest. It becomes manifest in your life. So if you're thinking, I want a better job, there's about a better job for you. You just have to claim it. What is it you wanted that job? Do you want more money? Well, that would be nice. But I want a place that's fun to work in, that I feel fulfilled in when I go, that I'm able to give of my gifts and talents, that people recognize me for the talent that I have, and I am fulfilled in what I'm doing. That's what I want. And God said, bing, here it is. Call this person. Or the door opens, somebody comes on your door and says, I'm looking for a blah, blah, blah. You just have to be willing to step out on faith and say, I can do this. I can do this. You have two beautiful people here that stepped out on faith and said, all right, let's start a study group. We're going to, church could come out of this. And it did. And look at you. 50 years you've been doing this. Yay. Let's clap yourself. I honor you. When Reverend Ann left, I thought, churches sometimes just go down the tubes when the minister goes away. And your tubes didn't exist because you didn't go down them. You kept going, and you have kept going. And you have a bright future ahead of you. I'm so excited for you. And I won't say any more because I know too much right now. Okay. When you're using your imagination, Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, religious science, that I come from, same family, don't worry. He used the term mental equivalent. You need a mental equivalent. You mean to have a picture in your mind's eye of what it is you want to see. And then you go to that mental equivalent. Well, they had the Unity Church of Dallas as their mental equivalent. So they had something in their mind's eye of what this could be. We need to keep, but then you got to keep your eyes on it. You don't just say, oh, wow, that would be great, but I don't know how that'll happen, right? There you go again, back to the sloth pulling your wagon. So you need to have a mental equivalent and keep your eyes on the goal. Keep your eyes on the goal. It's just like playing a sport, If you're playing basketball and you throw the basket your ball at the wall, it's not going to hit the basket, right? So keep your eye on the goal. Neville Goddard, another New Age, new thought person, said, use your imagination and imagine what it is you want to experience so intently that you're there, you feel what it feels like, you see the people around you, you see the, if it's a new home and you want a fireplace, you see a fire in the fireplace, you see yourself sitting there, you experience the feelings of it. Make your imagination really, really go to work and bring it to you. And when you stay focused on that goal, it has to come to you. It's a law. It's a spiritual law. You little kids, listen to me. If everybody at that age could get this information, what a change this world would be. We'd be loving each other. We'd be boogieing with songs. We'd be so happy. Instead of struggling along and wondering what's next and, there goes the news. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the news. However, when we do see the news, we say, I know there's something better. There's something better. This that created us did not create us to shoot and hurt each other. This that created me said, love my neighbor, love my family, be who I want to be, and be what I want to see in the world. That's what I have to do. Use your imagination. We're not seeing all the love and the harmony in our world that we want to see, so we have to see it in our mind's eye. Picture our world with the arms all around it. You've seen those pictures with hands going around the world, and all religions, all faith, all nations coming together. That's why we're here. Now, we can each do our individual things to hitch our wagon to a star, but the big star that we want to hitch together is bringing this world back into harmony. And we only can do that one by one, one by one. I can't heal the whole world. I can heal me. I can do my work on my part, and you can do yours. And every little niche in consciousness makes that shift. So we're moving that direction, but we got to keep understanding how it works. We have to keep using our imagination to create the dreams and the things that we want to see in this world. And if each one of us would spend just a little bit of time each day, just close your eyes and meditate and see people coming together. The Middle East, seeing the Israelis and the Gaza people, and seeing Ukraine and the Russians hugging each other and loving each other. Just see that in your mind's eye. That's a mental equivalent. So we can do that, and we can hold it and see it, and then see in our own, I can see myself. Can I embrace Putin? Could I go up and hug Putin and say, I love you? I can. Will I? I will, if I hitch my wagon to a star. If I want to see peace in the world, that I will love every individual as a child of God, no matter who they are or what they're doing. That takes courage, does it not? And willingness, and a wild imagination, it seems like, but it's what works. It's what will work in this world. We have, our entertainment world, especially the Disney movies, they all have a theme of someone achieving something great, and they make their goals. And I think of the Lion King when he looked into the water and saw the reflection of his father. And the father said, know who you are. So that's what I invite you to do. Look in that mirror and say, know who you are. I know who you are. I know who you are, and you are capable of the greatest possible things. So we need to let understanding anchor you and let imagination lift you. And then have the courage to go forth with it. Let's just take a moment to go within and pray. Let's take this within. Take that mental equivalent of divine love surrounding you, filling you, because that's who you are. We are each expressions of the one. We have that Christ consciousness within us. We've been given this gift of love and understanding, and it's time that we share it, that we use it, that we demonstrate it. We don't have to go out into the world and stand on the corner and preach. We just have to be the example. And so I'm knowing that this that made me out of its love and compassion. And I came on assignment to be that expression in this world. And as I go forth in every day, I remember who I am a little bit more. It's so easy to forget. And yet, I hitch my wagon to the star and remember a little bit more today. And when you forget, I remember for you. We are divine beings. We are worthy of the kingdom. And that kingdom lies within each one of us to claim, to demonstrate, to enjoy, and to feel that presence of divine love. We have this heavenly parent that wants us to be happy and loving and joy-filled and fulfilled in what we're doing. Life is a celebration. Life is a gift. Let's enjoy it. Let's open it up and celebrate it. We are truly, truly blessed to know this truth, to experience it, and to practice it, and to see it unveiled all around us in the right and perfect time and in the right and perfect way. I don't have to make anything happen. I just allow it. And so I allow sweet spirit to flow through me in this moment. And I invite you to just sit for a moment in the silence and feel that presence surrounding you, lifting you, and holding you in its arms. Yes, it's true. I am here to love you, to protect you, to guide you, to give you understanding, and to lighten and brighten your imagination. I am so grateful to know this truth and to feel this presence within me. So I give great thanks, and I just let it be. Let's join together, singing, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
That message on understanding and imagination and courage. We appreciate it for teaching us to hitch our wagon to a star. Although, a little bit, don't y'all want to see a wagon attached to a sloth? Yeah. I mean, we're not going to live that way, but I do want to see it. That's right. Now is the time in our service that we get to bless and share our love offerings with our Unity family here. Your gifts and your contributions are what make it possible for us to continue having services and doing the outreach that we do. It also allows us to pursue our mission, which is we empower people to live thriving spiritual lives. We have the basket in the foyer if you would like to give that way. We have our square over here so you can use a credit card. You can mail it in. You can go online, unityofarlington.org. You can use the Tithely app. Any of those ways, we are happy and will love to receive your offering. Let us say together our offertory blessing. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is. Amen.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. You wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of
Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Joe and the band. Now that we have given our blessings, let us say our offertory blessing together. We accept these gifts with gratitude. We bless the gifts and the givers. We share them with joy. We use them with wisdom. We are blessed, grateful, and prosperous, and so it is. And let us continue praying by saying our community prayer. We are here to shine as the light of God. I am the light of God. We are here to embrace as the love of God. I am the love of God. We are here to stand in truth as the power of God. I am the power of God. We are here to radiate as the presence of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and so it is. Amen. If our song leaders will return, we will sing our final song together. It's all about unity. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. And as one group, let us say our affirmation together one more time. Together. God within me is the source of my courage. Thank you to our tech team, to our musicians today, to our singers, especially Joe. I was thinking maybe he was showing off a little bit for his family, but then I remembered, no, he's always this good. So. As you go out this week, make sure that you are, as Keith and Marie did, being kind and loving to those people in your family that you have relationship with. That probably takes a lot of love and a lot of forgiveness to be together for 70 years. So I say, go out and work on your relationships this week. That's your homework. Do something with the folks that you love to make sure that it lasts 70 years. Have a wonderful week.